Welcome back to our channel. They'll never speak it. Not in broad daylight, not in whispers over wine, not even to their most trusted friends. But deep inside, nearly every woman holds a secret, a craving, a wild, ancient pull that doesn't bloom under candlelight and has nothing to do with sweet words or soft gestures. No, it's about being claimed, not with force, not with cruelty, but with quiet certainty. It's the kind of moment where she stops thinking and starts feeling, where her body says yes before her mind catches up. It's the scene she replays in silence, the one she's buried beneath. Strength, ambition, and independence. She'll never admit it, because the world taught her to always stay in control, to lead, to never surrender. But inside, she wants to be led by a man who doesn't ask, a man who doesn't fidget, flinch, or wait for permission, a man whose presence speaks louder than words, this fantasy. It's not for boys who chase. It's for the rare man who pulls her in without a single word. Today we're pulling back the curtain. You'll learn the deep psychology behind her most guarded desire, how to awaken it, and how to become the man she can't stop imagining. But first, if you're already feeling this truth, stir something inside you, hit like, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and get ready. Because by the end of this video, you won't just understand women better. You'll understand what she's never dared to say out loud. 1. The fantasy of being taken without a word, which she secretly craves but will never admit. It's not something she'll ever confess. Not in a late-night conversation. Not to her closest friend. Not even to herself, because this fantasy isn't polished or pretty. It's not wrapped in roses or whispered over candlelight. It doesn't belong in a love song. It's older, darker, deeper, and it's buried beneath everything she was told to be. Forget the dinner dates, forget the scripted romance, forget the steamy scenes she scrolls past, but never stops for. That's not what haunts her. What lingers in the back of her mind is the moment she's not in charge, the second she feels your presence before you even speak. The instant your energy wraps around her like gravity, steady, silent, certain most men they'll never get close, because they're too polite, too rehearsed, too desperate to be liked. They overthink every move they ask. Instead of lead, they wait for permission and wonder why she never melts. But you're not like most men, are you? When you learn how to unlock this part of her, she'll feel something she can't explain. Her body will lean in before her brain even catches up. Her breath will pause, not from fear, but from surrender. This isn't about force. It's not about fear. It's about certainty. The grounded, unshakable, knowing that says, "You're mine." And in that moment, every guarded part of her replies, "Finally let that land." She's tired of making every decision, tired of leading every conversation, tired of teaching men how to touch her heart. She doesn't want to guide you. She wants to feel your direction without you saying a word, but she'll never tell you that. Not because she doesn't want it, but because she's been trained to hide it, trained to be in control, to lead, to stand strong, even when she longs to fall into someone's arms. This is the silent truth that lives beneath her confidence, beneath her achievements, beneath the armor she wears every day. She wants to be seen, felt held without question. She wants your hands to move with intention, your presence to speak before your voice does, your eyes to strip away her defenses without saying a thing. But here's the secret. Most men never realize to awaken that fantasy. You don't need to be taller or richer or smoother. You don't need a pickup line. You need polarity, masculine energy that leads not because she's weaker, but because she's been strong all day. And in your presence, she finally wants to soften, She wants to stop performing, to stop thinking, to stop controlling. But only if you give her a reason to trust your lead, only if your stillness speaks louder than her thoughts, only if your presence makes her feel what no words ever could. Let me share a moment. A quiet man once entered a room. He didn't speak loudly, didn't flash a smile, but still women noticed. Not because of what he did, but because of what he didn't do. He had that rare kind of stillness, the kind that speaks without sound, the kind that says, I know who I am, and I know what I want. That night he sat across from a woman, a friend of a friend. She was used to being the center of gravity, used to men leaning in, trying hard, pushing compliments like currency. But this man, he didn't chase, he didn't perform. He listened, watched, and when she spoke, he didn't rush to reply. He paused, like he was letting her words settle, weighing them in silence. Then when the moment opened, he leaned in and said one line, You talk like you want to be interrupted. She froze, not from offense, but from being seen in that second. The part of her she always hid stood fully, exposed, and welcomed it. She leaned closer. Her voice softened, her body followed instinct. Her knees brushed his. Without thought, that night she didn't want sweet nothings. She didn't crave permission or charm. She wanted to feel something real, something uncontrollable. And she did. That's the fantasy to be unraveled by a man who doesn't ask for the moment, but simply becomes it. You want to reach the place in her that she doesn't show the world. Start with the quiet. Start with your eyes. Not chasing, not scanning, just holding. Let your gaze linger like a question she can't answer. Like you already know her. The real, her the part she hides even from herself. That kind of eye contact doesn't ask. It claims, now slow your voice. Speak like the room just shrank. Like every word matters. Like silence is part of the sentence. Don't rush to fill the air. Let her fill it. Her imagination will dance in the space you leave behind. And trust me, imagination is where her desire lives now. Touch, but not to take to awaken a light brush on her arm. Then nothing a pause between nearness and retreat. Let the tension breathe. Desire doesn't live in what's constant. It lives in what vanishes, right? When she begins to want more, and you're holding, let your gaze linger, like a question she can't answer. Like you already know her. The real, her the part she hides even from herself. That kind of eye contact doesn't ask it. Claims, now slow your voice. Speak like the room just shrank. Like every word matters. Like silence is part of the sentence. Don't rush to fill the air. Let her fill it. Her imagination will dance in the space you leave behind. And trust me, imagination is where her desire lives now. Touch, but not to take to awaken a light brush on her arm. Then nothing, a pause between nearness and retreat. Let the tension breathe. Desire doesn't live in what's constant. It lives in what vanishes, right? When she begins to want more, and your presence, that's everything. Don't fidget. Don't perform. Just be still, like something ancient. Be grounded, like something unshakable. Let her feel the weight of your calm, because most men move too fast. You don't. Most men try to impress you. Reveal. And when she tries to test you, smiles, flirts, pushes. Say something that slides past her armor. Not clever, but true. Something like, you always seem in control. I wonder who you are when you let go. That's not a line, that's a key. She might laugh. She might deflect. But something inside her will lean in. Because in that moment, you didn't just speak to her. You spoke to the part of her that's been waiting to be seen. And this is where everything shifts. Because once you awaken that part of her, she won't chase you out of need. She'll chase you for something far more rare. A feeling she can't recreate. That moment when her body whispered yes before her mind had the chance to argue. Most women, they'll live entire lifetimes without ever feeling that one perfect loss of control. So when you're the man who gives her that, you become unforgettable. Not because you impressed her, not because you checked every box, but because you gave her something no one else ever could. Freedom inside surrender. She won't analyze you. She won't try to explain it. She'll just feel drawn, haunted, hooked. And here's the secret. You don't need to change who you are. You just need to sink deeper into what's already there. Less noise, more presence, less chasing, more knowing, less trying to be the man, more being the man. That's how you become the one she dreams about, without ever asking to be in the dream. Because buried deep beneath her strength, beneath her humor, beneath every "I've got this," she wears like armor. There's a scene she's never shared, a moment she's never described, but when you unlock it, she won't perform, she won't resist, she'll melt into you, like she's finally come home, and she won't even know why. Now you know you didn't just hear about her fantasy, you stepped inside it. You walked the quiet halls of a hidden place most men will never even know exists, and if you were truly paying attention, you didn't just listen, you felt it. This was never about being louder. It's not about being better looking, and it's definitely not about being perfect. It's about presence, about stillness, control without commands, power without performance. Most men will chase her with words, but you'll be the one she follows silently because you touch something deeper than her skin, ever let on, something she hides even from herself. And now that you've seen that side of her, you can never unsee it. So here's your choice. You can forget it, or you can become it. Less noise, more depth. Less proving, more knowing. To be the man who doesn't try to impress, but leaves an impression anyway. And if this opens something in you, even just a little hit that like button, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and tell me in the comments which part of this video hit you the deepest. I read every word. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you not just in the next video, but at the next level of who you're meant to be.